So we're back. Brady Trucking. Brady Trucking. So, for those of you that weren't here a few minutes ago, I had to take a break back and saying that I would get on the topic of the company as a whole. What I have witnessed since I've been here and, pros and cons. So, let me give you the big con right out of the bag. You're going to be away from your family. This is not your typical over-the-road position. It's practically a local position and or regional. You sleep in the truck. You get your own truck. That's it. There you go. But you're going to be away from your family. If you have a family, it's going to be hard on them. I'm fortunate with my family that my wife has been is still in the transportation industry. She works for Transplace, but you're going to be away from them. I don't get to see my 3-year-old every day. I don't. That's part of the deal. So I guess the easiest way to put it is if you have a wife or a husband and they have trust issues, this is really going to strain you guys. This is tough. To make a good amount of money, you got to stay out here at least 4 weeks to make up for that week you're going to take off. And, that can get rough on a family. So be prepared, especially when you first come out, because your first tour of duty is 6 weeks. Period. They want you to stay out here 6 weeks for your first one, and they're pretty adamant about that. So if you got some kind of family event or something going on the week after you start, plan on missing it, or you need to schedule your orientation, for the following week. Don't come out here. Oh, I gotta go. It's not gonna work out real well for you. Another thing, another con, kind of, is dispatch. Now, let me explain what I mean by kind of. Dispatch is literally some of the nicest and sweetest people I have ever dealt with. These ladies bust their rears to keep you moving. They do everything in their power to make sure every driver in the Permian is moving. It's a lot of stress on a couple of people. We do have 24-hour dispatch now. Why is this a con? Dispatch is a pro in the fact that they will make you money. The con is if you disrespect those women, just plan on sitting. If you're going to come out here and one of the wells shut down and you sit out there for 12 hours, or you're sitting at the yard and you call in and they don't have a load and then you want to get mouthy, plan on sitting. Don't disrespect these women. I can tell you that I treat them with the utmost respect. I ask them how their day is going. And I do it because I know what that job's like. I know what they're going through. I know that stress. So I try to make sure that I'm as nice as I can be because they keep me moving. I'm making loads. So don't come out here and disrespect them. Now, pros, dispatch, they keep you moving. Treat them right, they treat you right. That's just the way it goes. Now, they don't play favorites, really. But everyone's got their favorites, I guess is the way to put it. Don't be the asshole driver. Be the easy guy to get along with. Like last night, they got ready to come out here to this Schlumberger. They were going to put 40/70 on me. I was on my way down to Monahan's to the SLB loadout, and I got a call uh, that they wanted to switch me off of it, put me on 100 mesh. Now, a lot of guys get pissy about that because 4070 unloads pretty quick. 100 mesh tends to take a little longer. I don't care. Load's a load. I don't care if it's going 20 miles. I don't care if it's going 250 miles. I don't care if it's going 2,000 miles. A load is a load. I don't refuse loads. I don't turn down loads, and I damn sure don't give a shit if something changes. Since I've been here, I picked up a load, and the well went down. They diverted me to another load that was 160 miles the other direction. No big deal. They make pay adjustments for that. You get paid for it, and you keep rolling. I mean, again, load's a load. If you give these girls shit, they'll take the load off of you, and now you're sitting with a loaded trailer that you're going to probably have to go back to the loadout and blow it all off, and I get paid for that. At least I don't think so. I have to look into that. So I try not to I give them no crap. I give them no attitude. In fact, I got to call Lindy tonight and apologize. She called night before last. I was in a dead sleep. Woke me up. No big deal. My brake was up. And unfortunately, my truck was down. I was sitting at the yard waiting to get a couple things fixed. But she called me, and I called her Whitney. Felt like an ass. So I got to get a hold of her and apologize. But come out of a dead sleep, I could have swore she said this is Whitney. But Lindy's kind of soft-spoken, so sorry, Lindy, if you're watching or see this. My bad. Another pro. Equipment. Brady runs all 18-speed trucks. 99% of their fleet is Peterbilt trucks. It's been long-standing in the transportation industry that Peterbilt and Kenworth were the trucks to have, especially the longer nose trucks, the W900, the 389, the 379, what they call large cars. And I got to be honest, I'd rather have a hood, but this truck is very comfortable. Got plenty of storage for what I have. I mean, there's even a wall mount over on the passenger side wall for a TV. You don't have to worry about it bouncing around. It mounts directly to the wall. Now, you're not going to get a 32-inch TV in there. Probably get like a 22-inch TV in there. But I'm going to be honest with you, you don't really get a lot of time to watch TV. When you're on site, you need to be getting some rest. So you got to watch out for that. Make sure you're getting your sleep. But the trucks are real comfortable, 18 speeds. I feel like they got plenty of power. There's a couple of them that pull better than others. That's just how it is. You could have 50 trucks set up exactly the same, and there's always going to be a couple that do a little bit better or a little bit worse. But I've been very happy with mine. All the trailers are top of the line. We got a couple different brands. I actually pull an LBT trailer. It unloads pretty quick. And, again, it's just... And they take care of their equipment, as long as the driver's doing their pre-trip. If there's issues, you get into one of the yards, man, they get you taken care of. Now, you got to realize Odessa yard is a little more busy than the rest, so it tends to take them a little bit. But if you're over towards Carlsbad, man, they get you taken care of quick. I think another one of the pros is the management team. I can't speak to Carlsbad. I'm based out of Odessa, but from what I understand, Edgar over there is a really nice guy, easy to get along with, and it's the same here. Mike Coker, our terminal manager, and Larry Ridge is our operations supervisor. Both really nice guys. Both came out of trucks into those positions, so they understand what we're going through out here. And Larry's big thing is just do your job. Do it safely. If you got time to run, don't be that one load a day guy. They like to see you at least get 2. I try to do 3 or 4. I want all the money I can get. If they're gonna give me a load, I'm gonna run it. Which leads me into Pro/con. We have an oil field exemption. We can stop our 14-hour clock when we're waiting on a well site. So as long as you got hours, according to DOT, you can still run. Now, that being said, Brady restricts us to 18 hours. We are not allowed to run after 18 hours. We have to take a 10-hour break. Unfortunately, that was a reactive rule put in place because they used to allow drivers to run and the guy head-on collision. You know, he should have known he needed to sleep, but he was more worried about money than he was anybody else's life. So you will be a little restricted as far as the hours you can run. I started making these little videos just here recently, mainly because everything I seen online was the benefits, the benefits, the benefits. Well, I was watching like, well, I don't give two shits about the benefits. What's the company like? Get some drivers on there. What's it like in a truck? What's it like out here? You know what? If you've never lived in a truck, it's a change. I've done it for a lot of years, on and off, and I sleep better in a truck. I always have. I don't know, something about, I don't know. I just always have. It can get really busy. It can be really slow. It can be in between. It just, last few days have been a little slow. But back to dispatch, they're doing their best to make sure they're being fair about it. You don't have a guy like me that wants to run, getting 5 loads, and then a guy sitting at the yard not getting any. They're trying to make sure they're keeping everyone moving as fairly as possible. Right now, they're restricting everyone to 2 loads a day until the BJ site and the Schlumberger site are up and running. They just moved. They just finished up the wells they were on, so they just moved to new sites, and we're doing the pre-fills for them right now. So, way to go, dispatch! Trying to be fair and keep everyone moving. It's good looking out on their part. But I will say, since I've been here and I've gotten to look at the benefits package, it is a good benefits package, and Brady kicks back a lot of money towards you for that. So, if you need the benefits, this is the place to go, man. They got great benefits down here. I may not be in this truck much longer. I applied, for those of you that weren't here for the prior video, I applied for the safety coordinator's position here in Odessa. I'm really hoping I get it. I got a lot of experience in it, and I feel like I can bring a lot to the Permian Basin as far as safety goes and getting our CSA scores down, and little things I learned in North Dakota as far as drivers go, and little tricks you can show them. They're not really tricks. It's stuff drivers do every day, but little things you can show them that make their job a little bit easier and safer. Out here, safety's number one. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. We don't want to see, no one wants to have to call someone's wife or son or father or whomever and tell them that they're not coming home. That's a really bad feeling, and something I've done, and I hope I never have to do it again. I'm looking at it. I don't have a lot of people on today. It looks like I just got one. I think that's what I got. But if you got any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be on here for, I think I'm going to go to 20-minute mark today, so about another 5.5 minutes or so. I still got a little while on my break. Get it done, give them a call. Hopefully they got something. I'm sure they will. Like I said, dispatch likes to keep me moving. tell you other videos I've been seeing some guys on there talk about that FU money. You can come out here and make that kind of money working for a company like Brady. But you got to be willing to work. You know, you're making 21% of the load, and you got to be willing to work. I mean, if I keep up the way I've been going, even with a couple slow days, I'm on track to make $75,000 this year. That's pretty good. I mean, you can go over the road and probably going to make 50 or 60, depending on the company. Might make more, might make less. Just depends on what you do out there. You know, you can come down here, and you know, fortunately for me, we live in Texas, so I'm about 5 hours from home. If something happens, I can straight to the house. I'm good. I guess one thing that I don't like, and I see it a lot down here, and this has bugged me with every company I've ever been with, is the lack of respect amongst drivers here. You know, we're a team, and I treat it as such. You know, I carry, you know, you're going to have extra fittings and stuff in your side box for you. I carry extra. You know, that way if I'm on site and the guy does blow an end and needs to fix a hose, I've literally got everything in this truck to fix that hose. I got ends, I got clamps, I got a banding tool. I've even got an 8-pound hickory-handled sledgehammer, so they're not trying to swing a little 2-pounder to bust that end. I've got the stuff in this truck to take care of that. I've also got tools under the bunk. I got a little Craftsman toolbox, one of them little sets. I think it cost me it's like $189 or something, but it's got some wrenches. It's got quarter 3/8. How many Schlumberger loads are around Odessa? Oh, I think I missed that. So right now I'm setting out at what they call the West Texas 11. That is 11 different Schlumberger holes. And that's just on the south side of Midland. I would say within, probably a 100-mile radius, there's a shit ton. That's the easiest way to put it. I couldn't give you an exact number. Brady does not haul the sand for all of them. But I know just sitting out here, there's 11 of them just off this one lease road. And I mean, they call it the West Texas 11 for a reason. Right now there's 11 frac jobs going on for Schlumberger right here. And Schlumberger's got about 30 more of them that have been drilled and will be fracked right here, in the coming months. Is Brady going to do all of them? Probably not. You know, I think we do 2 or 3 of them that are ours. We have our pushers on that site. But as far as Schlumberger loads and sites go, there are quite a few of them. You know, man, that's up to you. I don't know. Or something like that. I mean, I'm guessing you're going to go independent. You're going to do it on your own. Throw me up a yes or no there. What are you thinking? As far as Brady goes, I can pretty much get you in contact with whomever you would need to get in contact to if you want to put trucks on. Oh, okay. Sweet, Troy. I used to do a lot of heavy equipment moves. Oh, man. Yeah, I did. I I'm from Ohio, so I know all about that area. Uh, Schlumberger, Halliburton, BJ Services, CJ Energy, WPX, all them guys are always looking for guys that can move some equipment. There is plenty enough work for equipment movers out here to keep you busy. Um, I don't know as far as how many trucks you want to bring out. As a businessman, you're going to want to come out and check that out for yourself. Pioneer Drilling's out. I mean, this place is ridiculous, man. There's all kinds of stuff going on, and I mean, just from a safety point, just from safety, uh, safety men spend about 85% of their time out in the field chasing down everything, just because there's that much going on. And here at Brady, you got your safety coordinator, which I'm hoping to be here very soon, and your field coordinators, which push our sand, but they also act as safety coordinators out in the field. Okay. Well, Brady does heavy haul. We have a heavy haul division. We have silos all over down here, not just in Texas. We take them to Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, southern Texas, down around Houston in that area. We move everything. Now, that being said, it is not a sign on and go do heavy haul position. Kyle Beebe runs that division, and he handpicks everyone for that division. You don't just get recruited off the street into heavy haul. That is not how it works here. And recruiting's doing a bad job of telling people that. And that's not how it works. Kyle handpicks that team. That being said, Kyle's a very open guy. You could probably get a hold of the recruiting department, let them know what you're looking for, and get Kyle's email address. I don't have his number, or I would accidentally throw that out there. But let them know what you're looking to do and give it to Brady team. I mean, and I believe, if I'm correct, all of our heavy haul stuff doesn't use those little slope nose Peats. We got the long nose Peats on those. A little bit more power in them, a little nicer setup for what they do. But yeah, they're always looking for something like that. So you'd have to get a hold of Kyle. I don't know how all that works. If I don't get the safety coordinator's position, I've already talked to Kyle. That's probably what I'm going to do, is go over to our heavy haul division, and start moving that. Get away from sand every day. Anything else I can help you with? Alrighty. Troy, check it out, man. Just give Brady a call. Jason Crowell is the head of recruiting and retention. He's a super nice guy, and he can probably answer any questions you have as far as that goes. I don't know a lot about leasing on drivers, or what Brady does as far as that goes. And share the video, man. Spread the word. I want to get more people on here. Give them a rundown of what life in Odessa's like, or at least at Brady, doing what we do. And I'll answer questions like that for anybody. I don't care. But for now, sir, and anyone else who happened to catch the video, thanks for watching. And I'm going to try and do a video 3 times a week. Just, So your drivers pay? How do you want to work? I mean, right now I'm on track to make, 70, 75 as a company driver in their truck. And I really haven't been working that hard. I mean, I just 2 a day. A couple days I've only done one just because I felt rather lazy, and then just this past week I felt like complete dog crap. So I sat at the yard for a couple days, getting over a migraine and just feeling horrible. Caught some kind of stomach bug or something. Tons of fun. But driver pays. Oh, that's easy to make out here, dude. That's stupid easy. My last settlement, just for me, and our settlements are every 2 weeks. All right. My last settlement was $4,700. And again, that wasn't me working hard. That was just, yeah. And there's guys out here making a little more. There's guys making less. Now I had a couple things on there. So hold on. Let's see. It was probably right about 3,000. When you get rid of the special stuff I got paid for. Just straight hauling sand, it was right at about 3,000. And again, I was pretty lazy the last couple of weeks. I haven't done like I normally do. So I'm back out of the sick house now. So we're gonna step it up. What was you putting on there? Driver needs? Is that what I see? You throw that back up there for me, Troy? Anyways, food, water. I don't know if there's so much a driver shortage in Texas. Right now, things are just a little bit slow. So you see a lot of drivers sitting now. The other thing with that is you see a lot of these companies have a lot of trucks and trailers sitting. And it's mainly because their CSA scores are stupid high. No one will put them on their site because they're not safe. So I don't know so much about a driver shortage. I will say that when things start to pick up, there'll definitely be a driver shortage. Things are just not rolling like, when I went to North Dakota, it was crazy. It was some serious wild shit going on up there. Here just a couple of years ago, it was like that down here, and it's slowed up a little bit. And the big reason it's slowed up around the Odessa Midland area is, although they're still drilling a shit ton of wells right here, they're starting to move out. So you're getting a lot of them on the New Mexico side. You're starting to get it moving back towards the San Antonio area, so moving southeast a bit, and moving just straight east. Big Springs, Abilene, there's a bunch out around Abilene right now. We don't really go out there yet, but from what I understand, they're considering putting a terminal down by the San Antonio area for how big that's starting to get down there. So driver shortage, I can't really speak to that, but I figure once it starts getting busy, there's going to be a definite driver shortage. Well, then you're going to be fine, man. You get out here, again, there's plenty of stuff to get moved. We're moving silos, rigs. We're getting into a little bit of everything. So the only thing I can tell you, at least as far as Brady goes, is if you're wanting to talk to him, then you'd have to get a hold of the Jason in recruiting, and he'll hook you up with the right people. As far as you getting anybody else, you got your own authority, man. That's on you. You have to come down here and do your thing. I can tell you, you're probably going to make a lot more money down here than you are in West Virginia. And upside, you don't have the snow as often. I mean, it did snow down here this past winter, but it lasted for like an hour and it melted in about 10 minutes. It did stay pretty cold that day though, so at least you have to deal with. That's a pretty good niche. Yeah, and just more wells, more and more and more and more and more. I mean, they're just keep drilling the damn things. Coming down I-20, you'll see shit. They got 20 rigs within, like a maybe 2 block area, just drilling wells, man, just right there, literally just outside downtown Midland. It's kind of cool to see. It really is. Uh, yeah, man, you'll come when you hit Midland on 20 until you get to West Odessa, so like exit 108. So between exit 138, so 30-mile stretch there, it just they're freaking all over. Now there is one of them that's got like 10 derricks set up, but that's a training facility. The one I'm talking about is actually north of them, about 3 miles. It's literally just outside the downtown Odessa. I mean, it's looks like what used to be a big wheat field. They're drilling wells. I mean, it's freaking crazy. No and yes, yes and no. Depends on where you go. So they sent me on kind of a special little dealio here last week. Wasn't really a special dealio, man. I just ended up back in northwest of Carlsbad, New Mexico, where it does get a little bit, a little hilly over there. It's starting to get into the south side of the Rockies over there. So a little hilly, but they weren't deer trails. I mean, they cut out some pretty nice shit. The only thing you got to worry about out here is how rough they are. I mean, a couple of these lease roads got potholes to swallow these damn trucks. But no, they're all cut typically wide enough to get 2 trucks with quite a bit of room down them. There's been a couple of them that are a little narrow, just right there around cattle guards. But other than that, everywhere that I've been so far, yeah, you're not going to get into some winding ass mountain road that's barely wide enough for your truck. Oh, I know. I did a little bit of time out there after I left North Dakota. I did mainly in Pennsylvania, a little bit of West Virginia, not much. But I did some contract work for Sand Gel. And I was an independent contractor. I wasn't a driver. I came out and did some safety stuff for them and Halliburton. So, yeah, I know what you mean. Been out there. Always got a kick out of listening to the CB. Them guys got 20 trucks waiting in line. Got to have an escort so you guys don't get run off the side of a mountain. I'll pass. I mean, that was a nice thing about North Dakota. It ain't really a whole lot out there. They couldn't make a road nice and wide. Hills. You don't have the big steep hills out here like you do on the East Coast there, out around the Appalachians and shit. You got mole hills out here. You don't have those big, 7, 8, 10, 12% grades down here. What else you got, Troy? You got anything else? So we don't really shut down for rain. It's just major storms, just so you know. So a little bit of rain doesn't stop us. But yeah, go have your smoke, man. And even if I get my safety gig, I'm going to be doing these videos 3 times a week. I'll probably just switch it around so that at least one of them a week is a safety related video. But I'm going to continue to do them. So, like, again, I'm going to try to do them 3 days a week, so just be on the lookout. And I do believe they save so you guys can look at them later. But yeah, even if I get it, I'm going to be there. But go have your smoke, man. I'm going to get off here. I got about 30 minutes, and I get to start my pre-trip and give dispatch a call and do that thing. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the questions. I hope I answered them sufficiently. And always comment on a video. And yep, I'm going to try. You do the same, buddy. Well, everyone, thanks a lot. We'll see you on the next one.